Think all isekai school harems are just generic garbage? Think again. Today we are ranking the absolute best 10 shows that redefine fantasy academies forever. Kicking off our list at number 10, Tales of Wedding Rings. Satu chases his childhood friend Hina into a mystical realm, only to suddenly become the legendary Ring King. To save this entirely brand new reality from abyssal darkness, he must wed 5 different princesses across various nations, harnessing their magical rings to defeat an ancient evil and secure the fragile balance of a war-torn fantasy dimension. What makes this series incredibly entertaining is its unapologetic dedication to classic fantasy tropes while adding modern visual flair. The stellar animation elevates what could have been a standard romance into an epic spectacle. The studio brilliantly captures intense action sequences alongside genuinely sweet character interactions, making you care about each heroine beyond their simple initial archetypes and aesthetic appeal. Moving down the rankings to number 9, the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. Awakening after 1,000 years, the fearsome Dark Lord Leonis discovers he has been transformed into a very young boy. Rescued by a beautiful swordswoman named Ryzilia, he immediately enrolls at a prestigious military academy. Here, he secretly gathers power while helping humanity fight terrifying mechanical monsters known as voids, navigating a world unlike his own. You cannot ignore the sheer comedic genius of an ancient evil ruler forced to act like a harmless child. Passione absolutely delivered on the visual effects, blending science fiction technology seamlessly with dark magic. The dynamic between Leonis and the older girls creates hilarious misunderstandings, ensuring this series remains incredibly fresh, highly engaging, and surprisingly impactful throughout every fantastic episode. Securing its spot at number 8, Chained Soldier. When gates to a dangerous alternate dimension suddenly open across Earth, only women gain supernatural abilities by consuming mystical peaches. High schooler Yuki unexpectedly falls into this chaotic realm and becomes enslaved to a fierce female combat commander. Together, they fight monstrous demons, using a unique mechanic where Yuki receives bizarre rewards for his faithful service. This show expertly balances intense, high-stakes action with pure, unadulterated fan service without ever losing the plot. The combat sequences are wonderfully choreographed, showcasing the impressive powers of the heroines perfectly. I absolutely love how it boldly flips traditional gender roles, creating a uniquely satisfying power dynamic that keeps you eagerly anticipating every single massive dark monster boss battle. Holding strong at number 7, I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. An ordinary sorcerer dies miserably, only to be miraculously reborn as Lloyd, the 7th prince of a powerful kingdom. Blessed with immense magical potential and freed from royal duties, he dedicates his new life entirely to mastering complex spells. He befriends terrifying demons and explores forbidden ruins, constantly shocking his tutors with his truly unimaginable power. The visual direction here is absolutely breathtaking. What hooks you is the sheer joy Lloyd experiences when discovering new magic. The animation studio clearly poured their entire budget into those jaw-dropping spell sequences. It perfectly scratches that overpowered protagonist itch while keeping the tone surprisingly lighthearted and incredibly addictive for anyone craving pure fantasy escapism at its absolute finest. Climbing higher to number 6, Seirei Gensuki, Spirit Chronicles Season 2. Ryo continues his complex journey, harboring the fractured memories of a young Japanese university student who perished in a tragic accident. Navigating a rigidly tiered magical society, he protects his newly found companions while confronting dangerous political conspiracies. The stakes dramatically increase as Ryo unlocks deeper spiritual powers and faces powerful adversaries from his shadowy past. This highly anticipated continuation significantly deepens the emotional weight of the overarching narrative. I strongly admire how the series handles the conflicting dual identities residing within Ryo. The intense action scenes feel much more impactful this time around, and the growing harem dynamic integrates wonderfully with the expanding political intrigue, creating a truly unforgettable dark fantasy adventure anime masterpiece today. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5. Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Summoned to a fantasy world alongside his classmates, Tuca is ruthlessly discarded by a cruel goddess for possessing seemingly useless abnormal status magic. Thrown into a lethal dungeon to die, he quickly realizes his paralyzing and poisoning skills are devastatingly effective. He embarks on a brutal quest for vengeance against the deity who callously doomed him. If you crave dark revenge stories, this show absolutely delivers the goods. I love how it takes the standard underdog trope and injects it with pure, ruthless pragmatism. The way Tuca strategically weaponizes his supposed garbage abilities is deeply satisfying to watch. It completely revitalizes the revenge subgenre, offering viewers unapologetic edginess wrapped in a genuinely compelling grim survival narrative. Taking the fourth spot at number 4, the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. An elite elderly assassin is betrayed by his organization, but a benevolent deity offers him a second chance in a world of magic. Reborn as Lug Tuatha Dé, heir to a noble family of killers, his singular divine mission is to assassinate the great prophesied hero, who is destined to ultimately destroy the entire vast planet. What separates this brilliant anime from the crowded pack is its meticulous attention to tactical espionage. Lug relies on calculated preparations rather than just blindly throwing overpowered magic around. Silverlink provided incredibly fluid animation, ensuring every stealth mission looks visually stunning. The calculated, cold demeanor of the protagonist makes this a uniquely thrilling watch from start to absolute finish. Cracking the top 3 at number 3, Loner Life in Another World. When an entire high school class is summoned to another world, cynical loner Haruka accidentally misses the skill distribution ceremony. Left with only bizarre leftover abilities, he sets out to live peacefully by himself in the dangerous wilderness. However, his lonely existence is continuously disrupted as he reluctantly saves his struggling classmates from various deadly situations. This is a masterpiece of situational comedy disguised as an action series. Haruka is incredibly relatable, and his sarcastic internal monologue carries the entire show effortlessly. I praise how the writer managed to make the leftover gimmick actually brilliant. The pacing is fantastic, combining laugh-out-loud moments with surprisingly decent monster battles that keep you thoroughly entertained every week. Just missing the crown at number 2, I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Betrayed in his past life, Liam is reborn into a massive futuristic galactic empire. Determined to become a tyrannical ruler who exploits everyone, he intentionally acts selfishly. Hilariously, his evil deeds constantly backfire, inadvertently improving the lives of his citizens. His subjects completely misunderstand his malicious intent, worshipping him as a legendary, benevolent hero of space. Bringing science fiction elements into the isekai genre was a massive gamble that paid off flawlessly here. The absolute irony of an aspiring villain being hailed as a saint never gets old. The space fleet battles are beautifully animated, creating an immense sense of scale. It flawlessly combines political empire building with gut-busting comedy and stellar visual storytelling execution. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. Princess Anisfia lacks standard magical ability, but retains memories of modern technology from her previous life. To compensate, she invents unique magicology gadgets. When her brilliant noble friend Euphilia is unjustly stripped of her royal title, Anisfia dramatically rescues her. Together, they embark on groundbreaking magical research, challenging the deeply entrenched traditions of their aristocratic kingdom. This anime boldly stands above the rest because of its exceptional character writing and stunningly gorgeous artistic design. The emotional bond developing between the two female leads feels incredibly earned and profoundly genuine. Diomedea crafted breathtaking magical combat scenes, ensuring this incredible masterpiece rightfully claims the ultimate top spot on any respectable modern fantasy anime recommendation list published today. That wraps up our incredible journey through the very best anime academies and alternate worlds. These phenomenal shows firmly prove the genre still possesses massive creative potential. Which of these epic series is your absolute favorite? Drop your own personal choices in the comments down below.